Imagine this. Sarah, a young professional in her early 30s, wakes up on a rainy Monday morning. Her alarm has been blaring for the past 15 minutes, and she finally drags herself out of bed, groggy and already dreading the day ahead. Her routine is predictable, scrolling through her phone in bed, rushing to get ready, skipping breakfast, and heading out the door, feeling rushed, unprepared, and uninspired. At work, Sarah feels stuck. Deadlines are piling up, the energy is low, and she finds herself wondering, is this it? Is this all there is to my life? By the time she gets home, she's exhausted, collapsing on the couch to binge watch her favorite show, only to repeat the same cycle day after day after day, and you got it, after day. One evening, something changes. While scrolling on her phone, she stumbles across a story about a woman who transformed her life by taking intentional action, starting with a single day. The idea catches her off guard. Could it really be that simple? Could I change my life by focusing on just one day? Sarah decides to try. She writes down a few small things she can do differently the next day. It's nothing overwhelming, nothing monumental, just a few intentional changes. She sets her alarm 30 minutes earlier, plans to move her body for 10 minutes, and chooses to clear one small corner of her messy apartment. The next morning, Sarah follows through. She stretches while the sun is rising, feeling a small but surprising sense of accomplishment, and she moves on to clearing her cluttered corner. Clearing the clutter feels refreshing, like a weight is starting to lift. At lunchtime, instead of just scrolling through her phone, she listens to a short motivational podcast, and she begins to notice that while these small actions might not seem life-changing, however, they might just be the spark that she's been looking for. By the end of the day, Sarah feels lighter, more focused, and more importantly, hopeful. Sarah's life didn't transform overnight, but that one day set something in motion. And it set something in motion because for Sarah, it was proof that she could change, not by overhauling everything at once, but by starting small and being intentional. This is the power of a single day. And just like Sarah, you have the ability to change the trajectory of your life, not in a year, not in a month, not even in a week, but in the next 24 hours. Have you ever felt stuck in your own life? Like you're caught in the same loop of routine, or maybe the same unanswered questions about when things will change? Let me tell you something. Change doesn't require years of planning or waiting for the perfect moment. It requires a decision to act starting today. You have the power to make your life better, not someday, but within the next 24 hours. And while it might not seem like a day can make a world of difference, the actions you take today can spark a shift in momentum that builds confidence and creates a ripple effect that transforms your life over time. Like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Improving your life doesn't require knowing every step of the journey that is before you. It starts with one small, intentional action, the kind that you can take today. The thing about first steps is first steps often seem insignificant, but don't despise the day of small beginnings, because it is the first steps in life that turn into the spark that ignites lasting change. Let's dive into how you can improve your life in 24 hours, not through overwhelming, unrealistic changes, but with small intentional steps that work together to create a better, more fulfilling version of your day and ultimately your life. To improve our lives in 24 hours, the first thing we need to do is to start our mornings with purpose. Mornings are powerful. How you start the day is how you live the day. If you begin it mindlessly scrolling or rushing out the door, you have already given up control of your time and your energy. But when you start your mornings with purpose, everything changes. So tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for the phone, give yourself the gift of presence. Spend just 10 minutes sitting quietly. Reflect on your intentions for the day. What do you want to achieve? How do you want to feel? This simple act of grounding yourself will give your day direction. Then incorporate movement. Don't underestimate the power of the 10 to 15 minute walk. Move your body, release endorphins, and approach your day with energy and focus. And don't forget to fuel your body. A nourishing breakfast is an investment in how you're going to feel for the rest of your day. How you treat your body first thing in the morning sets the tone for how it's going to perform. And like Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. So our first step is tomorrow we are going to start our day with intention, movement, and nourishment. The second way to improve your life in 24 hours is to declutter one area of your life. The thing about clutter is clutter doesn't just exist in your physical space. It exists in your mind and your emotions. And wherever clutter exists, it creates chaos. If your surroundings are messy, it's much harder to stay focused, to stay calm, and feel in control. So in the next 24 hours, commit to decluttering one area of your life. This doesn't have to be a massive undertaking. It could be as simple as organizing your desk, clearing out your email inbox. Oh, you know, the one that has 1,100 emails, coupons you never open, newsletters you never open, spam, or tidying up the junk drawer in your house that's been driving you up the wall. The key to improving your life in 24 hours is to start small, but be intentional. If you're someone who struggles with things like this, meaning you can't stay focused enough to declutter something, try setting a timer for 20 minutes and focusing in on one area. Ask yourself, does this item serve me? Does it add value to my life? Can I still wear this? Would I still wear this? I'm speaking to myself now. But whatever it is, if the answer is no, in the next 24 hours, let's let it go. And what you're going to realize is when you begin to clear the physical clutter, you are in turn creating mental clarity. You're going to feel lighter, more focused, and more capable of tackling your day. Plus, quiet is kept. This small act of control sends a message to your mind. I am capable of creating order in my life. Decluttering isn't just about tidying up. It's about making intentional choices about the life that you want to create. Number 3, feed your mind with positivity. Just like our natural bodies, the things that we consume directly affect the energy that we project. So think about the media that you consume every day, whether it be social media, news, random YouTube videos. Are these things inspiring you or draining you? The information you consume shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your life. In the next 24 hours, commit to feeding your mind with something that inspires and uplifts you. We need to be sure that we don't just passively consume things. So even with the motivational stuff, engage yourself with the learning. Take notes. Reflect on how you can apply the things that are taught to your own life and to your own journey. The thing about our minds is our mind is like a sponge, absorbing whatever we expose it to. If you fill your mind with negativity, with doubt, and with distractions, that's exactly what you're going to carry with you. Conversely, if you feed your mind hope, knowledge, and empowerment, you'll start to see the world and your potential differently. I love what Mahatma Gandhi said. The quote says, "A man is but a product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes." Feed your mind with positivity and watch how your thoughts transform your life. Number 4, have one deep, meaningful conversation. In the hustle of daily life, it's easy to skim the surface of your relationships. We exchange quick texts, nod politely in conversations with a smile, and move on with our days. But connection is what gives your life depth. Over the next 24 hours, make the effort to have one deep, meaningful conversation. Call a friend or a family member that you haven't spoken to in a while. Or take a moment to truly connect with someone that you see all the time. Ask them how they're doing and actually take the time and attention to listen. Moments of connection have a way of reminding us that we're not alone. They strengthen our relationships, they give us perspective, and fill our lives with a sense of purpose and love. Number 5, take one bold step toward your goals. We all have that one goal that's been sitting on the back burner. You know the one. Something you want to do or you're feeling a calling to, but haven't started because it feels too big or too scary. In the next 24 hours, I want you to have the courage to take one step towards that goal. It doesn't have to be huge, but it does have to be intentional. Maybe you've been thinking about starting a business, tired of working for other people. Spend an hour researching how to begin. Maybe you keep talking about getting healthier. Commit to a 20-minute workout or plan your meals for the week. Whatever your goal is, take action. Here's the thing. It is action that creates momentum, and momentum that builds confidence. The more you do, the more capable you'll feel. Even a small step today can lead to massive progress down the road. Number 6, reflect and reset before bed. At the end of your day, take time to pause and reflect. What went well? What challenges did you face? What are you grateful for? And as you're beginning the process of reflecting and resetting, set the intention for the next day. What's one thing you want to accomplish? What kind of energy do you want to infuse your day with? In doing that, when you wake up, you'll already have a sense of direction and purpose. Now, you might be watching me thinking, does 24 hours really matter? How can one day really make a difference? But here's the truth. Change doesn't happen overnight. It happens in the small, consistent actions that you take every day. When you focus on improving just one day, you begin to build habits, you begin to build momentum, you begin to build the confidence that is required to move forward in life. If you win the day, you can win the week. And if you win the week, you can win the month. And if you win the month, you can win the year. And baby, they better not let you start winning the year. Because when you win the year, you begin to transform your life and move towards your destiny. The next 24 hours are a gift. Use them wisely. Take small, intentional steps and watch how they transform your mindset, your energy, and ultimately your life. As the Chinese proverb says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And there's someone watching me who has been sitting in despair long enough. You've been sitting in your pain long enough. You've been sitting in your disappointment long enough. You've been focusing on the past long enough. You've been consumed by them and what they did to you long enough. But I've come to tell you that although you can't change the past, you have the power to create a better future, starting today. And all it takes is a decision. Let today be your line in the sand day. And here's my challenge for you. Choose one of the steps I covered in this video and commit to doing it in the next 24 hours. Whether it's starting your morning with purpose, whether it's decluttering, feeding your mind, connecting with someone, or just taking a small step towards your goals. Just start. And when you do, share your experiences in the comments. Let's inspire each other to take action and create the lives that we deserve. Remember, you don't have to wait for someday to live your best life. It starts today with the small, intentional choices that you make in the next 24 hours. Always remember that growth is a journey, it's not a destination. I'm in it with you, and I'll see you on the next one.